Ever get the feeling that there are these animals out there that are like holding the whole ecosystem
Oh
together?
yeah, totally. I mean, it's like a big puzzle, and there are these key pieces.
Yeah, exactly. And today we're talking about one of those pieces, the Red Capped Mangabey.
Ah, the Red Capped Mangabey. I love these
They're
guys.
pretty amazing, right?
Yeah.
And they're facing some pretty serious challenges.
Yeah, they are.
So today we're taking a deep dive into their world, trying to understand why their survival is so important.
And what makes them so unique?
Exactly. So to guide our deep dive today, we've got this paper,
Oh yeah.
the Red Capped Mangabey,
Oh,
an overview.
classic.
It's got everything, physical traits, conservation efforts, the whole 9
Oh,
yards.
it's a good one. A good starting point.
Yeah. And one of the things that really jumps out is their IUCN status, vulnerable.
Yeah. That's never a good sign.
Not a good sign at all.
Yeah.
So we're going to get into what's driving that vulnerability and what's being done to help.
Absolutely. And to really understand the threats, we need to understand them,
Yeah,
as a species.
totally.
So let's start with appearances.
Okay, let's do it.
Imagine a monkey, right? But it's got this like striking reddish brown cap of fur on its head,
Okay, I'm picturing it.
gray or black body, and then the face is framed in white with this pinkish white muzzle.
Oh, wow. It's almost like they're wearing a little mask.
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah.
And don't forget the tail.
Oh, yeah, the tail.
Sometimes even longer than their body.
Oh, wow. Seriously?
Yeah, it's amazing. And that helps them navigate those dense forests they live in.
Right, of course, for balance and all that.
Exactly. Moving through the trees, foraging for food.
Which, speaking of, they have these cheek pouches.
Oh, yeah, the cheek pouches. So cool.
I was reading about that. What's the deal with those?
Well, but they're omnivores, right? So they eat a mix of fruits, seeds, nuts, leaves, even insects and snails.
So it's like their little personal snack storage system.
Exactly, like a built-in to-go box.
That is so cool. I love how these physical features connect to their daily lives.
Oh, absolutely. And those cheek pouches actually play a role in social dynamics, too.
Oh, really? Tell me more.
Yeah, some studies suggest that dominant males will, stuff their cheek pouches.
To make themselves look bigger.
Exactly. During confrontations, it's like a bluff.
Wow. So it's not just about storing food. It's about power dynamics.
It's all connected.
That's amazing. And speaking of social dynamics, they live in these complex groups, right?
They do. Yeah, typically groups of 10 to 30 individuals led by a dominant male.
It's like a little society.
It is. They're highly social animals. They communicate through all these vocalizations, facial expressions, body language.
Yeah, I was reading about their calls. They're known for being pretty vocal.
Oh, yeah.
Is that mostly for keeping the group together and warning each other about danger?
Yeah, a big part of it is coordination and safety. But there's also grooming.
Oh, right, of course.
Super important for bonding and reducing stress within the group.
It's like their version of hanging out and having a chat.
Exactly. Except with maybe a little less gossip.
So we've got these smart, social, stylish monkeys, but then there's that vulnerable status looming.
Right. Yeah, that's the harsh reality.
And it really highlights the impact humans are having.
No question.
The paper talks about deforestation,
Hmm.
for agriculture logging, urban expansion.
Yeah. It's a major problem. Their habitat is shrinking, making it harder and harder for them to thrive.
And on top of that, there's the hunting pressure.
Right.
I know bushmeat is a problem for a lot of primate species.
It is. And for the red-capped mangabey, it's a huge threat.
Because they're easier to catch.
Well, their size and the fact that they often forage on the ground,
Yeah.
yeah, it makes them easier targets.
It's heartbreaking, especially considering how vital they are to the ecosystem.
Absolutely.
The paper mentions seed dispersal. Can you talk more about that? Why is it so crucial?
Sure. So basically, as they eat fruit, right, they move through the forest and the seeds get dispersed in their droppings.
Oh, so it's like they're planting trees as they go.
Exactly. And that helps new trees grow, ensures the forest can regenerate. Losing the red-capped mangabey would disrupt that whole process.
Wow. So it's a ripple effect.
A big one. The whole ecosystem would feel it.
They're not just these charming monkeys with cool red caps. They're like these vital threads in this delicate web of life.
Perfectly put.
So what's being done to protect them?
Well, the paper talks about habitat protection for one, and then strengthening anti-poaching laws and captive breeding programs.
So there's hope.
There's always hope, but it takes action.
Absolutely. And it sounds like there's a lot of work being done, but the clock is ticking.
It is, and it makes you think, what if we could map out every seed a mangabey disperses?
That's an interesting thought.
We'd see the forest grow quite literally because of them. Their survival is intertwined with the health of the entire forest.
It's a powerful reminder that every species has its place.
And that protecting them protects us all in the end.
Well said. That's all the time we have for today's deep dive, but I hope this has given you a new appreciation for the red-capped mangabey.
Yeah, me too. They're pretty incredible.
If you want to learn more, you can find the paper we referenced in the show notes.
And don't forget to check out our website for more deep dives on all sorts of fascinating topics.
Thanks for listening.
See you next time.